All this National Extreme Festival action is proudly brought to you by CompCare Medical Scheme, Dunlop Tires, Polo, the #1 in brakes, and InvestCare. Welcome to it. It's round 1 of Extreme Festival. It's round 2 of CompCare Polo Cup. And as you can see, this is where the battle starts. They're about to get on to Killarney International Raceway for qualifying and the all-important Super Pole in a few moments' time. As they roll out there, we've got a couple of new guns that are involved in the championship that are serious contenders at the front end, and a couple of elderly statesmen that are going to be in there to try and win this championship. It's going to be an epic battle. Let's go and find out what happens now in qualifying. It's the 27th running of the Polo Cup Championship, and yes, indeed, it is certainly going to be very, very important to get the front end of this field, particularly here at Killarney International Raceway. The latest Polo GTI is out on track at the moment. You can see the teams are concerned about how the times are coming down. And incredibly, the man who is not even supposed to be here this weekend seems to be setting the pace. Giordano Lupini is really going well and could potentially be at the front end by the time that checkered flag comes out. And getting into the top 6 is just as important. Anthony Pretorius, Darby van der Merwe, and Nathan Victor, the first couple of cars to come through for the top 6, but incredibly, Giordano Lupini is on pole. So considering the fact that you were not even supposed to be here this weekend, that's not a bad effort, boy.
Yeah, look, I think maybe the best thing I could have done for my qualifying is take quite a big break because, yeah, I think there was just no nerves going into this and it was a really good lap. I felt really comfortable in the car.
Second quickest was Charles Visser. He's going to be pushing hard now to get to the front end. So are you keeping that for Super Pole now, or is there still something special coming our way?
Honestly, going with 4 pusher passes, these guys are playing chess against me, and I don't know if I'm losing or winning at the moment.
Let's see what the Team Red Man can do now. His former teammate now coming out for Volkswagen Motorsport, and Nathan's Motorsport, Darby van der Merwe, will be looking to push to the front as well, along with Anthony Pretorius and Nathan Victor. Incredibly, an amazing run there from Jason Newsmore, up into the top 6 for the very first time. Great effort there from him. Flags out. Who's got to the top? It looks like it's Gio. You certainly weren't wrong in terms of having that little bit extra left in the car, hey? 0.2 is good enough to get to a little bit quicker than what you were, and it sets you up for pole position tomorrow for race 1.
Yeah, I'm really happy with that. To be honest, it wasn't a perfect lap, but it was cautious, and I think I got it done. I think that's all I really needed to do. And yeah, to be honest, last week I didn't really think that this would be the outcome, so I'm really happy to be here right now.
Second place, Darby van der Merwe. So just missing out there, 0.2 of a second, but how close do you want it? I mean, that's exactly what you come to play with in Polo Cup, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You never expect less. I think it was a decent qualifying. I'm very happy. Have to work tomorrow, but I think we have the car to do it tomorrow. So we're just gonna get a good start and get our head down and just focus on the race.
Well, blustery conditions here, 22 k's an hour, but 24 degrees Celsius is ideal race conditions for us to get into race number 1 here at CompCare Polo Cup. And they're all lined up with Lupini and van der Merwe on the front, Visser and Victor the second row, Pretorius and Newsmore, they were your top 6. Incredible run there from Farhan Basha and Shivi Bassoon, outgunning Jagger Robertson, Dean Fenter, Cora Hill and Baxi Kamani. Kutsia Pillay, Kurodia Harris, Tyler Robinson, Jean-Andre Marais, all looking to come through the field as quickly as possible. 5-second board is up, lights about to go out, and we're about to go racing, and it's a fantastic start from the Torcroft car, right off the line there. Once again, Giordano Lupini heads down into turn 1, holes hook for the first time. We're on board with Anthony Pretorius, looking straight into the back of a whole bunch of very eager competitors to get in through and into this battle royal. As they come out of Holes Hook, it looks like Shivi Bassoon didn't quite get the start he wanted and drops back ever so slightly. But at the back end of the field, you can see they're already starting to run a little bit wide, and some of them onto the dirty stuff as well. But under braking, here comes Darby van der Merwe on the inside of Visser, looking to get through. I think he might have just squeezed the head there. And further back, Cora Hill, side by side there with Shivi Bassoon coming around the outside. Also keep an eye on Ethan Kutsia, making a welcome return after that big crash in East London. And here we go, into turn 3. This is what it's all about. A little bit of a margin there. You can see Giordano Lupini's pulled away slightly. And then you can see some big action just behind there. Farhan Basha already in the problem. There's a problem. Ooh, Calix car. That is Cora Hill sliding into turn number 3's tyre barrier. That's a huge one. That's a big moment there for the young lady. She might have just got tapped slightly from behind. I'm not quite sure who was involved in that one. Maybe we can look at it a little bit later. But here comes Bryce Pillay. Pillay all over the back end of Ethan Kutsia. Mo Kurodia, his teammate, just behind that. What a frantic start to this one. But look at Giordano Lupini at the front end, already starting to pull away as the Calix car returns to the road. A little bit of damage there. You can see a little bit of damage coming with one of the cars in the mid-pack too. And look at this Jagger Robertson tucked in there behind Jason Loosemore. Let's have a look at that replay. Yeah, a little touch. I think it might have come from Bryce Pillay. The two of them coming together there, and she gets sent flying into the tyre barrier on the exit of turn 3. That's Cara's point of view. And again, so I'm going to confirm it's Bryce Pillay. They had a big crash at Kyle Army at the first round, and two of them coming together again, so it seems they have a bit of a magnetism between those two cars. They'll get this sorted out afterwards, but have a look and see what's happening here with the angry car all of a sudden starting to show a little bit of prowess there. That's Rasley Harris. First time out in Polo Cup for him here at his home track, and he's certainly loving life right now with Kutsia and Mo Karodia all around him, trying to find a way through. We're on board with Pretorius. He's in the bucketless car, trying to find a way to catch up onto the back end by the looks of things of Nathan Victor. They come out of turn 3, heading up towards Sorrel van der Merwe sweep for the very first time, and this is where it goes. Oh, look at that. Brilliant stuff. Onboard Watch Hay just forces the car into the inside, lets it run wide, and comes back into the second apex, and then everything she's got down that back straightaway. Speaking of everything she's got, no one seems to have an answer to the power at the force at the front end. The battle between the two ex-teammates there, going at it big time between van der Merwe and Visser, but Giordano Lupini is just getting away while they fight it out for second. Brilliant start there from Davy van der Merwe. Just squeezed out Visser coming into turn 5 for the very first time, and he has not been bettered since. They cross the line again, another lap completed. Victor lies in 4th place. He's got some pressure coming behind from Jason Loosemore and Jagger Robertson. The two Team Red Racing cars trying to come through there rapidly. And then you can see Anthony Pretorius is making his way up slowly but surely, looking for a way around the outside of turn 1. It might not work out, but watch for the cutback. He's going to try and get on the inside of Loosemore on the exit, and using a lot of prowess. He's had a couple of outings here at Killarney International Raceway, but remember, Jason Loosemore's only been here for the 3rd time in his career. And he's slowly but surely getting to grips with Polo Cup now, making his way up into that top 6 for Team Red. Speaking of Team Red, Visser dropping by the wayside here from his ex-Team Red racing stablemate. And that, of course, is Charles Visser now running for a chance for 3rd. And he's not going to be able to catch Davy van der Merwe if van der Merwe's pulling away like that. The Nathan's Motorsport car is doing a superb job in 2nd place. Chevy Bassoon on the inside of Baxi Kamani. And trying to close down there on Mo Karodia and on Ethan Kutsia. The two JRT Racing boys are having a fantastic one there. Fast 5 Racing also in the house as they come down that back straightaway one more time. Charles Visser now trying to close down. Has he got a couple of push-to-passes left to try and close onto the back end? Remember, he was the championship leader coming into this round, so he'll have one less push-to-pass to use than Davy van der Merwe had. And he's going to have to work hard to try and keep van der Merwe out. Van der Merwe comes out of fast run corner. It's good drive, and he's coming up on the back end of Cara Hill. Now, Cara Hill will have very similar lap times to what the top end guys are doing, but she's got an ailing car. You can see a little bit of battle scars on the back end, on the back right to that car, and she moves out of the way as the two top cars come through there. And, well, not quite yet. Only car to get through so far is the Paybar and Torcraft car of Giordano Lupini. And as I said, it doesn't look like anybody's got an answer to him. This is an amazing run here from Gio because I mentioned it earlier on in the show. He wasn't even supposed to be in his race car at all this weekend. They found a little bit of money there from Torcraft, and all of a sudden, he's back at the front on his home soil. He's getting a little bit out of shape, though. He's going to have to worry about that. Can't be running too hot into that corner and making mistakes like that too often, because with Davy and Charles behind you, they'll make you pay. A little bit of sliding there from Loosemore as well could give Pretorius a chance here. Can he go on the inside, coming through the right-hand kink? Oh, he's on the right-hand side of the left-hand kink, and he gets it a little bit out of shape there. Catches it, and now tries to come on the inside. Can he find a way through the Loosemore? Loosemore shuts the door, just keeping him behind him for now. Jason Loosemore's loving life in Polo Cup. He really is. 2-time oval track champion, and he's now he has definitely learned to turn left and right as opposed to just going one way. And we're looking straight up the back end of him right now as they get onto that back straight. Can Pretorius do anything about him down that back straight? Hopefully he's got a push to pass to run a way through. No one's going to find a way through here on this man. Absolutely perfect weekend so far. Quickest in 2 of the practice sessions. He then went on to take the qualifying. He's gone on to Super Polo and looks like he's going to go on to take the race win here for the very first time. Yes, checkered flag is waiting. Giordano Lupini coming to the line to take the first win for CompCare Medical Scheme Polo Cup. What amazing start there to the race day from the Polo Cup point of view. Davy van der Merwe beats out Visser. Then it's Nathan Victor and Jason Loosemore. Pretorius coming through there, just beating out Farhan Basha. And Ethan Kutsia coming through just in the background as well. A welcome return to him to the top end of race action in Polo Cup. There's the official results there. Lupini from van der Merwe, Visser and Victor. Loosemore and Pretorius with Basha, Kutsia, Harris and Karodia making up the top 10. The perfect weekend continues now for Giordano Lupini. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Hi guys, I'm Giordano Lupini. We just finished race 1 now. It went really well. Had a good start and managed to cool it down from there, and I think we're ready for race 2. Can't wait.
in second place, Davy van der Merwe for Nathan's Motorsport.
Yeah, it was a lucky race. We had a good start and just had to manage from there. Had a bit of pressure from behind, but I think through the race we got a benefit of it. So no, very happy, and it was a fun race.
Welcome back to the Extreme Festival action and race 2 for CompCare Polo Cup. This Extreme Festival action also powered by the City of Cape Town, who are now backing Killarney International Raceway for at least the next 30 years, signing that lease. That is huge for motorsport in South Africa, and it's huge for the likes of Polo Cup and all the Extreme Festival Championship contenders, because we've got a place to come and play here in the Mother City and down in Cape Town. And the crowds are loving that as well, and they come in their droves. There's a lot of people that have arrived here. Took a little while because it was a little bit dreary conditions early in the morning, but as the sun rose and came out, it came out for a fantastic day's racing, which is now going to be another one from Polo Cup as the lights go out. We're on board here with Jean-André Marais, and he's pushing hard to try and get through. Great start there from the young Cape Town boy. He is absolutely hauling and looking for a chance now to try and fly into turn 1 and hopefully be at the front end, a little bit closer to what he was in race number 2. Rasley Harris around the outside. Kutsio's on his inside. Bryce Pillay there as well. And just behind that, Cara Hill is back in the race, probably trying to stay out of Bryce Pillay's way. Once again, it's Giordano Lupini, though, who hits the front. What a start there from him. Charles Visser this time is not allowing anybody through. Oh, and Victor out of shape. Nathan Victor completely locked up going into turn 2. He's on the dirty stuff, he's into the kitty, and he's onto the grass, and he eventually slots up into, what is that, second last position? Yes, what a start there. Roshan Goodman was the only car that he wasn't able to allow past. He just got inside, but here we go. Look at that, 2 packs of cars starting to form up there. The first pack is about 7 cars in total. Jean-André Marais here in the second pack, right on Cara Hill's tail, looking for a way through. And you can see just up the road there, the Fast 5 Motorsport car of Mocha Rodia. In that pack as well is Rasley Harris. You've got Buxy Kamani and Nathan Victor. Remember, Buxy Kamani running in 10th anniversary colours now for Squadra Course. Great to see that development really going well. And in the karting side of things, just as good. And as they come down under braking, see a bit of pressure there coming onto the Squadra Course man from Bryce Pillay. And then Ethan Kutsia and Mo Karodia tucked in behind each other there for GRT Racing. Similar colours there, just slightly different sponsors on each of those cars as they come across to complete the first lap in anger. This time, Charles Visser is not letting Giordano Lupini get away. It was Davy van der Merwe who slotted through. He's in 4th place at the moment, trying to find an inside line on the likes of Jason Newsmore, or possibly there on Pretorius. And it's absolutely lightning stuff at the front end. Mid-pack, as I said, that second pack of cars, there's about 15 cars involved in that second pack. They're all very closely and evenly matched as they head back down towards turn 2. Here comes Van der Merwe. He looks on the inside. He's got through on Jagger Robertson. He's got through on Farhan Basher as well. Great run there from Farhan Basher. One of the best runs we've seen out of Basher in this category, no doubt about it. And he's slowly but surely getting to grips with things. Back on board here with Jean-André. How's his progress been? Not that great. He's still stuck behind Cara Hill. The reason he's stuck behind Cara Hill is basically all 10 of those. Oh, there's a big problem. Down at turn 3. Little touch there from Jagger Robertson and slams Pretorius, the bucketless racing car, straight into the wall. Oh, that was a huge one. Probably about 160 odd k's an hour, maybe a little bit more, and goes straight into non-tire barrier, straight into a concrete barrier wall there, and that's going to hurt Pretorius' car big time. Fortunately, he's out and he's walking away, but that could have been a lot worse. The bucketless racing man is out of this one. Safety car deployed, as per we would expect. Let's have a look at it from a replay point of view. Inside line, yeah, Robertson just tagging the back end of Pretorius and sending him flying. There's no way you're going to climb on the anchors there. His foot is on the brakes, but he's literally just sliding across the grass. There's no traction for those brakes to kick in, no matter how good those Ferrotas were. They weren't going to slow him down, and he hits the wall, and he's out of it. We're back under green, though, and this time it's Gio who drops the hammer and gets away from Charles Visser. Visser's got problems of his own tucked in behind there. You can see a little bit of pressure coming from the third place car there. Looks like it is Jagger Robertson still involved in the race as he comes up into turn 3, up towards Charles van der Merwe sweep. And all of a sudden, it's changing up a little bit. Dean Fenter, much better run from him. Hello, where is that car going? Rasley Harris has found a special line on the outside of the Jabez Straight. He's got a slightly different entrance there to the Sorrel van der Merwe sweep, but it kind of worked for him. The angry man is getting angry as he gets out of shape and flies across the side of the circuit. Down that back straightaway, you can see this is where the cars have got everything she's got. I'd love to be able to see when they use those push-to-pass mechanisms like we see on GDCs, but yeah, you can see there's no indication. Only you see the power of the car as they come flying past you. Loosemore looking for a way through. Hasn't found it just yet. He's tucked in there between Dean Fenter. Fantastic run here from Ethan Kutsia. Great turnaround from him, considering the fact that, remember, he broke his back only 8 months ago. It's great to have him back in his race car, this time out for JRT Racing. Another lap completed. Victor in the pack there. Look at this. Jagger Robertson closing down on his teammate. Behind that, Foreign Basha. Davy van der Merwe battling a little bit here in the second heat. He's got Kutsia all over the back end of him. Kutsia and Davy van der Merwe, also ex-teammates, remember, from last season. And they're going to have to settle things out here as JRT takes on Nathan's Motorsport. In the background, waiting to pounce. You can see a little bit of maneuvering happening coming out of the second of the Team Red Racing machines. That is Jason Oosmore back on board here. This is having a look from Jean-Andre Marais' point of view on Tyler Robinson, young lady driver who's decided that Polo Cup is the way to go. At the first round at Kyle Army, she was deciding between single-seaters and polos, and she eventually jumped into Team Red Racing's Polo Cup, and she's loving life right now. This man is loving life more than anybody else in Cape Town as he comes to the checkered flag. The absolutely perfect weekend coming from Giordano Lupini. Fastest in every single sector and both race wins. Brilliant start there, and what a way to come back considering he was not even supposed to be here this weekend. I think Michele needs to go and find some more money from Tourcraft and put him into the season. To the line though, it's not done. Oh, it's great action in Polo Cup all the way through, and look how tight it was there between Van der Merwe, Venter, Pillay and Kutsia as they crossed the line. Only a couple of hundred split those 6 cars, and that's how we like to finish up Polo Cup. Lupini takes the win again. Visser in second place this time. Better outing for Charles. Foreign Basha up to third. A brilliant run there for him. His best finish ever, beating out Ethan Kutsia, Loosmore, Van der Merwe and Venter. Great to have an opportunity to get up close and personal with the fans straight after race number 2, and the grid walk and fan walk is always a favourite. Let's catch up with Charles Visser, second place.
I'm Charles Visser. I race for Team Universal. We just finished Heat 2. Heat 2 finished well. I started second. I got a good run into the first corner, and then I had a dice with Giordano Lupini. Everything went well. Tried to just keep it cool and calm, you know, just progress through the race. But then there was a safety car which abrupted the rhythm of the race a bit. But then as we got going, it started to get better again. But then Giordano was just a bit too fast for me, so I finished second for race 2. In terms of the championship, we scored some good points today. I finished in front of Davy in the second race and just behind him in the first race. So the championship is tight now at the moment, but I'm happy with the outcome for today, and I hope we can carry the progress on to Swartkops, find some bit of pace and be in the front again.
Let's have a look at that championship after round 2. Visser now leads out over Davy van der Merwe, so they stay the same as what they did coming in here. Foreign Basha is the big mover up to third place. Nathan Victor into fourth. Gio jumps into the championship and slots straight into fifth place. And that's all our action from the CompCare Polo Cup. Join us after the break for some single-seater action here from Kalani.